tangia mida zilizopita.
Event nishamalizana.
Yes, my name is Rosemary Ralwach. I'm the Chief Officer, Livestock and Fisheries. Today we are honored to receive dignitaries from the East Africa community under Lake Victoria Fisheries Organization. And what has brought us here together is to talk about issues of quality and safety of fish. And as a start off, I want to say that the fisheries subsector is so critical in Kisumu County because it supports a number of livelihoods, communities that are depending on Lake Victoria for fish and fish products. So when we are talking about the fisheries sector in Kisumu County, we are talking about a resource that is supporting a number of livelihoods. We are saying that Kisumu County, as it is now, over the past years, we have seen a decrease in production, especially from capture fisheries. We are talking about 2,000 tons of fish being produced annually, and about 22 tons coming from aquaculture. And as Kisumu County, we are saying this is not the direction that we want to take, and we must change the trajectory in terms of fish production. So what are we doing? Kisumu has embarked on supporting alternative production systems that will ease the pressure that is already on the lake, support governance structures that manage the lake so that we are able to exploit the resource in a way that we can sustainably use it for now and for future generations. When I talk about aquaculture, we are talking about projects that are supporting farmers, constructing ponds, and supporting farmers to stock their ponds, produce fish that will also still be available for consumption in the market. As we talk about aquaculture, we are talking about one of the programs that we have is Aquaculture Business Development Program. This is a program that is supported by the county government of Kisumu, together with our partner, the IFAD partner. We are promoting aquaculture in 4 sub-counties. Currently, we have about 1,800 households that have already done these ponds, and we want to increase this in the next 6 or 7 years. So it's a program that is running for the next 6 years, and hopefully at the end of the day, we'll be able to increase our input. When we turn to the Lake Victoria resource that we are talking about, here we are talking about fish that has, over the years, production has dwindled. So what is it that we are doing as a county? One of the things that we are doing as a county is to work together with partners who manage Lake Victoria. And specifically here we are talking about the BMUs. How can we use this resource better? Last year, I think we were able to do elections for all the BMUs in the county. So the kind of leadership that now we have in place, these are leadership that is new, and this is leadership that we are sensitizing to look at management of this resource in a different way. If we are not able to sustain it now, for production now and future generations, then we are running a risk of having a lake that will be empty very, very soon. We have also talked about spatial planning because there are a number of activities that are happening at the lake, on the lake currently. We are talking about transport, we are talking about catch fish systems, we are talking about other production systems. So we are working together with Kemfree, supported by IFAD again, to do a special planning, and this plan will help us reorientate the resource that we have so that we are able to utilize it effectively now and also position it to sustain the livelihoods in future. If you look at Kisumu County, we are unique because Kisumu is kind of an intermediary city. So when you talk about an intermediary city, the kind of aspirations that we have when we want to focus on the lake may be different from what the others would want to talk about. So when you talk about where we are as the Dunga BMU, it is not just a BMU that the normal BMUs that we've been having, but this is a BMU that must now transform its mindset and must position itself that I'm a BMU that I'm going to operate in a city like Kisumu. So what are the things that we need to work on differently? So we are working with our partners that are already been mentioned to help us develop their capacities so that we are able to manage this resource efficiently and effectively.
I'm going to start. My name is Anthony Tabu Munyaho. I am Deputy Executive Secretary of the Lake Victoria Fisheries Organization, an organization under the East African Community mandated to coordinate the management and development of fisheries and aquaculture in the East African Community partner states. LVFO was formed in 1994 with an agreement or convention that was signed fortunately just outside where we are here in the town of Kisumu, bringing the three countries by then of East African Community, that's the Republic of Kenya, Republic of Uganda, and United Republic of Tanzania, together in the issues of management of fisheries. Later on in 2016, the convention was expanded and allowed other partner states which had now joined the East African Community to enter into the organization. And so far, we have the Republic of Burundi which has joined the organization. The organization works on the principle of subsidiarity. We do harmonization and agreement of activities at regional level, but implementation is done at national level through agencies which are even like now in the Republic of the case of Republic of Kenya are represented here. The Kenya Fisheries Service, the State Department of Fisheries and Blue Economy, and the county governments. They help us in implementation of activities. So today we are here at Dunga landing site trying to sensitize key fish traders, fish farmers, and even fishers in the issues of fish quality so that we target foreign markets. We have been producing fish mainly looking at our national, local markets and regional markets. But we want now to target regional and international markets where we try to get a lot of resources that can help us. So we have come here packaging information for, number one, the fishers themselves. We want to adore the fishers because these are the key people who have made sure that the fish comes out of the lake and we are able to have the lake right now. If the fishers are not there, we will never have the fish out of the lake. Two, we have fish processors. The people who know that the fish has come out of the water but needs to be handled in a specific way and improved along the value chain so that the fish is now capable of serving for the day it has been captured and many days to come after it has come out of the water. Then we come to the next fish traders, people who ensure that the fish leaves the place where it was captured, where it has been processed, and move into the areas where the fish can be utilized or eaten and sold from one person to the other. So the traders are also very important. We have also information for the cage fish farmers because as the natural stocks have decided to have continued to go down, we now have to find a way of alternative livelihood. And I'm happy that at Dunga's landing site, when I moved around, I have seen people trying to do a lot of alternative livelihood options, which include even cage fish farming. And we are going to talk about that one also today. And finally, the communities, the consumers. We want the consumers also to be taught and sensitized that we need to eat fish, which is safe and healthy, and also encourage them to consume all levels of fish, including the small ones, Omena. People used to say when I was growing up, they used to tell us that Omena is only for widows. But now we are preaching, saying that Omena must be eaten by all levels, and preferably the younger people, the pregnant mothers, and the elderly who need a lot of nutrients. And finally now, the management, the managers. We want the key stakeholders, the BMUs, the local government, that now in this case the county government and the national government, to manage the fisheries for the people who are there today, for the ones who will come tomorrow, and for the future generations. I thank you.
Erukamano, nyinga en Samson Abura, an kaka jatend fwambo gi keyo weche mar Afrika ma Ugwe, abet kamoro ni Jinja, Uganda. Kawang'iyo ni to Afrika ma Ugwe ni korka wach mar rech chal nang'o. Koro ka wabiro kae ni wayudo ni maduong' ahinya en ni wayudo rech to ok wati kode e yo maber. Kaka omena wakawe ni en gir mar jok modhier, to ok en kamano. Omena nigi gige mang'eny monyalo konyogo ng'ato ang'ata. Omiyo wakwayo ji manitie makata tiyo gi omena ni mondo ging'i ni omena ni eni olose maber marom nade mondo okonywa kata mondo med pesa kuom jok ma luwo omena. Kendo kwa ng'iyo nyithindo ma igi obiro nikech gichiemo maber to gin gi kwashioko nyalo dhi marune nyuka mar omena ma kendo log maber. Koro magi te kata ka wan korwa kocha chande kwa ng'iyo Afrika ma ugwe koni gi koni wakwayo ni mondo jok malupo otem matek mondo gine ni rech ma gitiyo godo nyalo konyogi e yo masani kendo mabiro. Kwa ng'iyo jalupo en oyudo pesa mang'eny kabisa nikech wayudo ni Lake Victoria kaeni kata Nam Sango bedo gi pesa mang'eny kabisa, $300 million. To iyudo ka pod jalupo nere ni onge gi pesa kati hukone. Koro maduong' mwatemo lando en ni nyaka wakungi, to ok ni miyudo koa e nam to idhi tiyo gatiya. Kiyudo 10, hakikisha na 6 okan, tiga 4 kende. Mano ero wabiro bedo jok momew kabisa kendo wabiro bedo gi ber korka ngimawa mondo maeni odhi mbele. Maduong' mawinjo kata ka jo puro okwayo mar somo, watemo matek mondo somo ni eni odhi mbele kata mondo exchange program, kech ka eni waseyudo school moro miluongo ni Ramogi Institute of Advanced Technology. En achiel kuom school ma Afrika ma ugwe osepuodho mondo obi otere ji mang'eny mondo osom, mondo okonywa ka wadhi mbele gi lupo makare, especially marang'ono lupo mar cages, mar keto rech e cages, kata mar keto rech ipunyo bur ka itiole pi tipidhe rech. Mano kamanero ema kwau ni kopo ni watimo kamano wabiro dhi maber kabisa, to pod wabiro duogo Kenya mondo wane ni gik mwawacho gi eni bende itimo gi adier. Kitimo gi maber, pod wabiro medo kony kaka jo Afrika ma ugwe mondo wane ni jalupo obedo ng'ama nigi mwandu kendo ng'ama nigi ngima maber. Erokamano. Nyinga en Samson Abura, an jatend fwambo gi keyo weche kata Director of Information Communication and Technology, Lake Victoria Fisheries Organization, East African Community. We are based in Jinja, Uganda, an institution of the East African Community. Thank you.
Maybe for you, I think you can just talk about where do you see the beaches in the next few years?
Our few challenges.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. My name is Tom Guda. I'm wearing a lot of hats. Number one, I'm the national chairman for the beach management units in the Republic of Kenya. I'm also the regional chairman for the beach management units for the 3 partner states of United Republic of Tanzania, Uganda, and Kenya. It is also important to mention that at the LVFO level, I sit at the technical committees of both scientific and management for matters of Lake Victoria. The future of BMU is bright in Kenya, facing a lot of challenges in the region. Specifically in Kenya, we have 281 beach management units from Busia, Siaya, Kisumu, Homa Bay, and Migori, 281. Now, all these BMUs are organized into structures at their county level. So we have those networks along the administrative levels in the county. Today, what we are doing basically is to partner with our colleagues, both regionally and nationally, to ensure that the participation of the BMUs is very important in a number of activities that are being carried out. If I tell you briefly, is that the management of fisheries today has completely changed from just looking at the biology and the ecology of the lake, but looking at the human behavior. Because today, what we are talking about is how well can we manage the fishes so that we sustain the resources that we have. And that's where we come in, because we can talk to our people. We can tell them today that fish haina shida kwa maji. The problem we are having are the fishers, because they're ones who are using wrong gears. If we correctly put into use use the correct gears in this lake, then we are going to have a lot of fish in this lake. When we have a lot of fish in this lake, the fishermen of this lake are going to make a lot of money and profits. And when that happens, definitely that means, therefore, that we are going to have improved livelihoods and improved incomes. And this is where we are focusing our BMUs in Kenya going forward.
Well,
Yeah. Thank you so much.
give him the last chance and then we can let you
Okay.
just move.
Okay. Machoka. Erokamano nyinga en Tom Guda, ane jakom maduong' motelo ne jolupo e nam Lolwe kende Kenya mangima. Kaluwore gi limbe ma kawuono motim gi riwruok miluongo gi dho ngere ni Lake Victoria Fisheries Organization, ma en riwruok moting'o marango weche mag lupo e pinjewa 4 mag East Africa, mar Burundi, Kenya, Tanzania kod Uganda. Awabiro mondo wago mbaka gi jo ohala, kendo wabiro mondo wago mbaka gi jolupo, kendo gi jok mapuro rech e nam, mondo wanyisgi gimonego gitim mondo production margi obed makare. Sana sana wan oganda kaka mautelo ne jolupo ne warango ni to ere yo manade mwanyalo keto godo rechwa moyude nam, kendo wamako gi maber, wahandle gi maber mondo wayud pesa. Report wacho ni omena ma e nam ka eno atamalo 62 e rech te miyude nam ka. Kendo omena duto te ma nam Lolwe kaendi dhi maromo 900,000 metric tons. To yo omena ni itiyo godo omiyo ok wanyal yudo value mare maber. Omiyo omena ok inyal rodhono e supermarket, ok inyal yude kousore e bei mowinjore. Koro wawuo mbaka gi jowa ni nitie yo minyalo tiyo go omena mondo omena obed e ndhadhu mamalo manyalo kelonwa weche mag ohala. Wan bende gi weche moyiengore kod mondo mar rech. Mondo mar rech sani rekod wacho ni about gi trade up to the level of 2.7 million US dollars. To maendi rech en rech mana moyang to kendo gol mondo mare. Watemo nyiso jowani kik gol mondo e chuny pi ke chiko koyie. Gouru gi mondo e dho pi kendo mondo rang yo momule go maber mondo koro kata kwatere chirni ma oko to mondo wa obed gima nyalo miwa pesa. Kawe wach mar ngege to gi wach mambuta mung'eyo ni nengo ni malo kabisa. Koro miyo mbaka ni en mbaka maduong'. Odhi nyaka konyowa mondo wapuonj jogewa matimo cages ni kik ulor nam ne jolupo. Gimoro iluongo gi dho mbogo ni concession. Ma ja cage biro te wacho na mi eka makama, mi eka makama. To waneno ni ka eka gi obol gi abola dhi tamo jolupo kuonde ma gitiye. Omiyo wapuonjore mondo wawinjre ni kae karu kar jolupo, gima dho mbogo luongo ni spatial planning, mondo ketgi ni kar jo cage, kar jo capture, kar jo ohala moko, kar jo yie makadho, kar jo transporters. Mago e mwatimo kaendi mondo lupo obede order, mondo lupo obede yo mowinjore.
My name's Richard. My name's Richard Ojijo. I'm a cage farmer and an investor at Dunga Beach here, investing on cage farming. First and foremost, I want to thank the Lake Victoria Fisheries Organization for organizing this sensitization today about how we can safely handle our fish. As a Dunga fish cage farmers, we are doing our cages just a few meters from here. We have around 56 cages that are owned by individuals, and some are owned by cooperative society that are doing their business here. I want to say that fish farming has been a thriving income-generating activity within the Lake Victoria. And as a cage farmers, we have been experiencing a few challenges because cost of installation is high. When you install one cage, you must put aside a startup capital of over 350,000 shillings so that you can do a cage farming. Because of the high rising of the metallic, the cage net, and also the drums that we are using. I also want to say that we are also having a challenge of feed. We have a high cost of feed. Like this time round, the fish feed has really gone high. Therefore, when you feed your fish to the harvest time, you'll find that you'll be having a chunk of money spent on that. And we are also saying on marketing, which, like you know, that our fish that we are doing in cage farming are competing the China fish that are porous in the market. Therefore, we are appealing to the Kenya government, also county government, to regulate this so that we can get a good market for this our fish. I also want to say that I also want to recommend the following: that if at all there is an location even within the LVFO, whereby we can be trained on how we produce our feed locally, and also we can do an exchange visit that I've said earlier on, whereby we visit our various farmers, like we visit the thriving Tanzania or Uganda fish farmers. We can actually come and implement it here. Thank you very much.
Great. Well done. Your name?
Yes, thank you so much. I'm Charles Ogwang from the State Department of Fisheries, Aquaculture and the Blue Economy. Let me start by saying that we are very grateful for the Fisheries, Lake Victoria Fisheries Organization for organizing this particular event. Specifically, we are concerned about the safety, quality and standard of fish that our people are eating. And that's why we are here. We have come together as partners to work towards that. And we started with the fish traders. We are telling them that at their level, they should offer something that is safe for the consumers. And this is something that is value chain oriented. So we are walking the chain. We are starting from production. We are telling them that they maintain safe handling of fish. Those that are transporting, they also have to use better methods of transporting so that at the point of conveyance, we maintain safety and quality. And our target is to have the fish reach the consumer in the best form that is not compromising any standards. Yes.
I know at one time there was a time when fish from this region was even stopped. Has the situation changed?
Stopped from the situation has changed because some of the challenges, especially issues to do with the chemical contamination, have been managed. So it is an issue of bilateral, one country negotiating with another, but I think we have tried our best to maintain the quality so that we access the international markets. Yes.
I think that does it.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.